This tiny magnet can lift objects hundreds of times heavier than itself. But just hours earlier, it was nothing more than lifeless metal. So what actually happens inside factories that gives it invisible pulling power? Why does one final step decide whether a magnet becomes powerful or completely useless? And how can a mistake so small that no one sees it shut down entire machines? Stay with Mebicores, the most important moment comes at the very end. Right now, magnets are working all around you even if you can't see them. Inside your phone, magnets turn electricity into sound. Inside your refrigerator, they quietly hold doors shut. Inside power plants, magnets help generate electricity for entire cities. If magnets suddenly disappeared, modern life wouldn't just slow down. Factories would stop. Trains would fail. Hospitals would lose critical machines. Magnets may look simple, but the world depends on them more than most people realize. At first glance, a magnet feels almost magical. It pulls metal without touching it, but inside, there is no magic in the order. Every piece of metal is made of tiny particles, far too small to see. In normal metal, these particles point in random directions, like a confused crowd. Inside a magnet, those same particles are forced to line up, all facing the same direction, calm, organized, powerful. That hidden order is what creates magnetic force, and everything that happens in a factory is designed to create and protect that order. Some magnets are found naturally in the earth. They are rare, weak, and unpredictable. Factories cannot rely on chance. They use artificial magnets engineered, controlled, and repeatable. Artificial magnets are stronger, safer, and designed for specific jobs. From tiny electronics to massive industrial motors, every factory magnet is made for one exact purpose. Every magnet begins as raw metal. Iron forms the base. It responds easily to magnetic force. Nickel and cobalt are added to improve strength and stability. For the most powerful magnets, rare materials like neodymium are used. These metals are expensive, difficult to handle, and extremely sensitive. The material choice decides everything's strength, durability, and whether the magnet will survive real-world stress. The journey begins in massive industrial furnaces. Raw metals are heated until they melt into glowing liquid. Close up of molten metal, this molten metal is poured into molds with extreme precision. The mold controls the final shape, blacks, rings, or custom industrial designs. As the metal cools, it hardens into solid form. It looks finished, it feels heavy, but it has zero magnetic power. The pieces are cut, ground, and polished. Every edge matters, every millimeter matters. At this stage, factories have invested time, energy, and money, yet the metal is still powerless. But here's what most people never realize. At this exact moment, after all that heat, shaping, and effort, one invisible mistake can destroy everything. A magnet that looks perfect can secretly be weak, unstable, or dangerous, and the factory won't know until the next step. The most important part, magnetization. This is the moment that decides success or failure. The shaped metal is placed inside a powerful magnetic field. Electricity surges through large industrial coils. Magnetic field visualization inside the metal. Tiny particles suddenly snap into alignment, like a crowd instantly facing the same direction. In seconds, the metal transforms, becomes a magnet. But this process is unforgiving. Too much power can damage the internal structure. Too little power creates a weak magnet. Poor timing creates unstable magnetism that fades over time. This single step makes or breaks the product. Quality testing, failure, strengthened. Now comes the most serious part. Every magnet is tested because failure here can be dangerous. Testing machine close up. Machines measure how much weight a magnet can lift. Sensors check if the poles are accurate and stable. If a magnet fails, it is rejected immediately. A weak magnet inside a motor can cause overheating. In a generator, it can shut down an entire system. In medical equipment, failure is not just expensive, it's risky. Factories don't just test for quality, they test to prevent disaster. Only magnets that pass strict standards are allowed to move forward. Real industrial daily life uses. Approved magnets are shipped worldwide, into electric vehicles, wind turbines, and power plants, into factories, hospitals, and data centers. They end up in your phone, your headphones, and your laptop. Silent, invisible, reliable. Most people never notice them, but machines notice immediately when they fail. Earth itself acts like a giant magnet, shielding life from harmful space radiation. Heat can destroy magnetism by breaking internal alignment. And even when you break a magnet in half, both pieces still become complete magnets. Because the power isn't on the surface, it lives inside. That small magnet you barely noticed started as lifeless metal, heated, shaped, tested, and transformed. Its true power was created in a single critical moment when chaos turned into perfect internal order. Magnets don't look dramatic, but without them, the modern world would not function. And now you understand the hidden journey behind invisible power. Creating videos like this takes deep research, time, and real effort. So if this video helped you see the world a little differently, like this video, subscribe for more industrial stories, and comment below. I'd love to know what amazed you the most.